This is the Guardroom Podcast, episode 11. I'm your host, Ben Boyle. Today's show is a little different. As you probably noticed, it's much shorter. This is my last planned episode. All good things must come to an end, and it's time for me to move on. I finally graduated, and it's time for me to head off to a real job. I would love to continue the podcast myself, but the reality is I don't have enough close connection to the cadets anymore for me to provide as much value as I have in the past. That being said, I would really like for this podcast to continue. I'm looking for someone to take over the podcast and pick up where I left off. All I'm asking is that a current cadet or a fifth year with good connections who is passionate about having deep and quality conversations with their fellow leaders. I've learned a lot about running a podcast, and if you or someone you know would be interested in taking over, I'm more than willing to pass along everything that I've learned. I'll be somewhat free over the summer and would love to help someone get sped up on the recording, editing, and publishing that goes into this project. Please don't let experience be the limiting factor in your application. If you would like to take over the podcast, DM me on the Instagram page and let's get that conversation started. Before I go, I'd like to push one more resource out to y'all. I've spent the past year and some change writing down as many lessons as I could from my time in the Corps and the stories that I've heard from those around me. I know there's tons of great leadership podcasts and book out there, but it can definitely be hard to get into or know where to start. My hope is that this little booklet will help provide some of the best leadership lessons learned specifically for the Corps. Many of these lessons come directly from the conversations that started this podcast. Most of this can be found in other books on leadership that are written by much more experienced men and women. I know I've probably missed something in my booklet, so I'm going to keep the document active for a little while to add lessons and try to make the best I can. My hope is that as I pass on the podcast, whoever is coming after me can continue to add, edit, and improve what I've started. I've linked the book below in the episode's description, as well as the podcast link tree in the Instagram bio. I really do appreciate y'all's support over the past year. I've always wanted to open a project like this. As I look back on the episodes I've released and the conversations I've had, the people I've met have been nothing short of phenomenal, and I'm really sad that I didn't get to do more. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. My goal always was to provide some value to the Corps by passing down the experience and wisdom of older cadets. From the feedback that I've heard, I think I've done at least some good, and I can put this podcast to rest knowing that I've helped the Corps move in a positive direction. And finally, it wouldn't be a Guardroom episode without the last question. If I was talking to myself as a fish boil, I would tell him to keep his head high and enjoy every moment, even the bad ones. It's going to be a long road with lots of ups and downs. You're going to face rejection and setbacks more times than you can count. But in the end, the hardship and failures will always be outweighed by the good memories and your best friends. Your time at A&M and the Corps will forever be one of the highlights of your life. You can't see it now as a fish, but leaving A&M, you'll know exactly why all the old Ags are so proud of this place. Thanks, gig 'em, God bless, and God bless Texas A&M.